If I put this right here, like that.
Yeah, but we're 6 minutes early now. We don't want to start this early.
Okay, why don't you sit in the master chair? I'll sit on
You sit in the master chair.
I don't want to sit in
Sit in this chair. Sure, this chair.
Let's get my own chair.
Oh, there's a right under there. Look.
Oh, don't be on this.
Oh, good. Pretend your mother's there.
I wish we had something, a stuffed animal.
I wish we had something that would keep her face on. Have we got a big picture of her? Oh, look, there's a nice one there for in stills. Will we put her in a chair?
Yeah, put her in the chair. Perfect. Where are the dogs? Are they all out?
And where did you put the dogs? I put the dogs out there. Because,
Okay, but I don't see any dogs up here.
oh, but didn't I just go run around? Here!
Okay. We got visual on the dogs.
They are safe. They can't get anywhere, can they?
No, I don't. They've been out by themselves out there a lot, and they only Larky ever gets loose.
Oh, that's, I think he was like this morning, somebody's there. So, I have to do this on this because you know what? This doesn't allow, it gives you the comments there. You can't scroll up and down.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out how to
Why
do
is that?
I don't know.
I wondered if it was a new thing.
Okay, so how are we doing on?
5 minutes.
All right, everything looks normal. Okay, so.
It's normal. That's a good one.
Yeah.
As normal as can be.
Why couldn't she do it down there?
Because she's on a boat.
Oh,
With a life preserver on.
Okay. So no one's gonna push her over.
Just thinking, I hope this isn't a ploy.
They took her on a boat.
That's not what
Well,
it is.
like,
That's not what it is. They take her out in a boat and they're thinking, right, get her to sign the property over. And
Yeah.
show me with a watery end. I'm like,
Are there alligators down there?
Where is it?
So that's the one I.
Right, that's fine.
Okay, so hit the refresh again.
Yeah. Where is the bloody refresh?
That little circly thing right
That's
there.
what it is. You see, that's a Mac. This is a PC. And
This is a PC?
yeah. See, so you can understand my confusion level here.
Okay, here we go. All right, we're up.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah. It's all right. No wonder. Okay. Okay, so we got 6 comments here. Hello from Florida. Okay, but we can't. You can
So I'm going to do this on this because then I can see them. Because I have oh my gosh. Yeah.
Whose big ass is that?
That's yours.
Yeah, okay.
At least it wasn't mine for a change. Look, I'm going to go in here and then I can read the questions
Okay.
without my glasses on. We're fine.
All right. Okay, so it's 5 o'clock. We can start.
No, it's 3 minutes off for early.
Right, that is not 5 o'clock.
Okay. Well, see,
We should move my mother so that we can see her.
she's in. Is she in the middle?
No, I don't know if we can see. There we
Then
go.
we can see her.
Okay.
I'll put that there.
All right, we should face the camera, not looking over there.
Reading the thingy. Like, without glasses on as well, which is even better, so we could probably both see it.
Okay.
This poor lady, Mavis, in the UK. We have our mule named Mavis, and I hope she's not offended by the fact that she's also named Mavis. But she's the loveliest mule.
Okay, am I out of the picture, or? Because I'm trying to figure out where I'm supposed to sit.
You're there, but when I look at the
screen,
screen,
I'm looking at the screen.
no, I think we're happy. That's better.
If I look at the screen, because I don't want to look at you.
That's good.
Okay, good.
You can still hear me though. I know a bit of time delay in this as well, which just doesn't help anything, does it?
Yeah, so shut off the sound, I've noticed. Okay. All right, there we go. So
2 minutes, Janine. 2 minutes.
does that? What do we want to
I've
talk
got the
about?
mail.
Oh, you've got
Well,
mail.
people need to send us questions, otherwise we'll just talk about horses.
Okay.
Well, mules really, actually.
These are all addressed to Carlene.
I know, but she wants us to open them.
Anyway.
Yeah, because I said to her, maybe we shouldn't open, I'll put that in your pile, right? I said, maybe we shouldn't open them if you're not here. And she said, no, people like to get their mail read in a timely manner. And I'm like, right, okay.
All right.
Do we have sound? I am hoping you've got sound because somebody there has.
Okay. Sound here, yes. Okay.
I think we're working.
What do you guys?
A minute.
All right. What do we want to talk about?
Yeah, we need.
Anything specific?
Yes.
Any questions? You guys throw them out there.
Yes, we need to throw them out, otherwise we will witter.
Yeah, we can talk about where everybody's buried, but I'm not really sure. We can talk about the names we found when we cleaned out all that rhubarb, and whether rhubarb is actually poisonous.
It
because
is.
I am living proof that I did yesterday without any gloves
Look,
on.
this poor lady is disappointed that you and I are standing in for Carlene today.
Sorry. Not as disappointed as we are.
Apologies. We need to speak up. We need to pretend your mom's here.
Yeah, all right.
So what we're going to do is let's bring Carlene with us.
All right, let's roll forward. Yeah,
Oh.
because I was hoping that Carlene would do. I cut myself out of the script.
Did you?
There we go.
You come over closer to me then. Your mum is just going to have to sit in the back.
Yeah, she's good.
Behave.
She loves that. We were hoping that they were going to do mail call from Tennessee.
But she's on a boat.
But she's on a boat.
Wearing a life preserver, and she's far too busy.
Far too busy. Far too busy. And we have been super busy all weekend trying to keep the ship going forward.
In a slightly straight line.
Yeah, so Elizabeth spent the night here 2 nights ago.
I did, and you were last night.
And I was last night. Judy came early in the morning, so I had nothing to do this morning, which is nice. And I spent the past 2 days. Somebody came up the driveway the other day with flowers to put on one of the graves, because I guess it's Memorial Day. And I pointed her over to where the little cemetery is for a lot of the old guard service dogs, and it was completely overgrown. So that then absorbed the last 2 days, is going out there with clippers and
in the 91-degree heat.
In the 91-degree heat, and clipping down the rhubarb. And Mike, who's Carly's partner, he did the weed whacking. I did some mowing, more weed whacking, moving of rocks. We polished up all the different
memorial stones
that we found. And we still don't know where some of the animals are buried, but somebody does. My mother does.
Yes, we just need her back.
Yeah, we don't know.
No.
Yeah, so.
Are we speaking loud enough now? That's what we need to know. Yes, we do need to know that, because otherwise we will have to shout.
And we had a little bit of a mishap with the cameras this morning. I don't know what happened, but it seems that they were disrupted, so I had to reset them. So anybody that's watching the donkey camera, I had to reset the back end, and so go to the crazyacresfarm.org, click on the donkey camera that will give you a new link to the new live stream for the donkey camera. And so I did that this morning. So the camera's up and running. What did you do today?
Oh, what did I do today? Well, I obviously went in and communed with the chickens.
Okay.
Who are all still living.
Are they in there?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll move that at the end though, otherwise we'll never get it back sorted. If you want to see the chickens.
What?
The camera.
Oh, the camera. Oh, yeah. Yes, because we've got it balanced.
Precariously.
Very precariously, yes.
So I did the chickens this morning, and I've now worked out that they can all jump out. They're bouncing.
Oh, they're bouncing.
Yeah. So I had 4 of them on the floor, and I was chasing around after them, which was
Should
delightful.
we get a bigger box?
We should get a bigger box. I put a grid on the top at the moment. So.
What about we could put them in my mother's tub? She's gone.
Yeah.
She won't even know. They can't get out of there.
Nobody would tell her. So that was super. And then we went down to see our really, really lovely herd, because we've got the loveliest herd down there. Oh, in the paddocks.
Oh, down in A or?
No. Oh, where am I? There.
Oh, they're the goats.
No. Oh, we've got mules,
okay.
And we've got donkeys, and we've only got mini horses.
Mini horses.
And it's a really nice settled herd.
Yeah.
And they're all
retired.
Individually beautiful. They are quite feisty, particularly Gabby. And
Gabby, the little tiny chestnut one, she has a double set of teeth, and that's why she has trouble with. We have to get those teeth removed at some point.
Well,
I believe, but she has trouble sometimes. She's not fat.
no,
And that's why she
you know
eats
what,
a lot,
actually,
though.
it's a really funny thing because I think she's got dwarfism,
Okay.
which is why she's got the lump in her forehead,
Yeah, she does.
and she's got certain genetic throwbacks. But, you know what, this sounds a bit peculiar, but I actually think those double set of teeth stop her being obese.
Yeah, I don't think they're. I wonder if
And they
they
don't
cause her
seem
any
to be
pain.
causing her any pain.
Yeah.
And Dr. Parrott checked, and they're not rotting in between the
Okay,
pair of them, but they are keeping her kind of fit and at a really good weight.
She is at a good. Yeah.
And
But she eats a lot. For
well,
a little thing,
exactly.
yeah, but she doesn't.
But
seem
can you
to
imagine what she would be like if she didn't?
Yeah, I put my finger in the other day because I thought she had stuff. I thought she was like some donkeys sometimes can get pouches of stored food. I thought I was going to clean it out for her, and I put my finger in there, but she bit me. So I was like,
No,
you know what?
with double T. Excellent.
And I was like, no, I think she's fine.
Yeah, we're all organised. So she's super, and the mules down there are lovely.
Yeah, Mavis and
Betty.
not so white. I'm going to
No.
see why she's not so white.
And who else have we got down there? And all the donkeys. We've only got one male in that paddock.
Oh,
Arthur.
Arthur. He's a 2-year-old, and he's one from South Carolina. He has a lot of cuts on his legs that I'm trying to. He's complaining a lot about that we have to rinse off.
He's a wee soul. He's
Yeah.
a nice wee boy.
Yeah.
So he's in a fully female paddock, with the
Yeah.
exception of the goats, who are not much help to him at all.
Right. Right.
But they all seem to be getting on really well.
Yeah.
They've only been together since, what was it, Saturday? Saturday,
Is it Saturday?
I think so.
I
Well,
can't
Monday.
remember.
It's Monday today. You see.
Oh, today's
We
Monday.
keep
Yeah.
forgetting that. So they've only been together since Saturday, and they're all pretty calm,
all alive.
which is, and they're all alive, which is really
When
good.
is my mother coming back?
Oh, I don't think she's going to be here tomorrow, because she's coming back late tomorrow, and if her flight's delayed, she might be into very early Wednesday morning. But Judy's getting her, so she's,
Yeah, I know.
so that's all organised.
So she's not. Can she do mail call from tomorrow? Or do we
No,
have
because I think she might be at the airport.
Okay, so we should have a special guest for tomorrow.
Yeah, somebody interesting.
Someone more interesting than
Than
us.
us.
Yeah. Yeah.
with more chit chat. So somebody also asked now, what your mother was doing at a nightclub.
Oh, she went to a night. I don't know.
Well, we don't know, do we?
Okay, so let's. When was the last time my mother went on a vacation? You won't know that, but I should know that. The last
30 years ago, she said.
Yeah, I don't think she went to. I think probably when she first started the Service Dog Project, there was a trip to. I think she went to.
Did she go to California?
No, she went out. Oh no, she did. Went to set up the. She did go to California to meet with Charlie Annenberg, and that was at least 12 years ago, and that wasn't really a. Okay, the last time I've known that she went on a fun vacation, the last time. Okay, so our family went on a vacation to Las Vegas, and that was, Colby was 4. I lost him on the elevator, that's how I know. Great mom.
He's never recovered.
Yeah. Yeah, he got on the elevator. We were all standing to wait to get on the elevator, and the elevator came down and it was full of people, so we were all standing there like, we'll let that one go. But Colby jumped on the elevator, he was really small, so I'm guessing around 4, thinking, well, I can fit, I don't need my mother. He jumped on just as the door shut and the elevator disappeared, so it took a long time for me to recover him, but I did recover him. So that was, he's 4, he's 20, he's 24 now, so that was 20 years ago.
And he's still in recovery with a fear of elevators.
Yeah, so she has not taken too many vacations, and even before Service Dog Project, I remember my entire childhood. I only remember going on one vacation with my mother, and that was to Block Island on a bike vacation, and we camped.
Where's
I
Block
remember
Island?
it rained.
Is that here?
Off of New York or someplace like that.
Is that not like Alcatraz down in? No, it's not Prison Island.
No,
No.
it's not. It's not a prison.
Oh,
I used
well.
to take a ferry to get there.
Oh,
I don't think I've ever been back because
Right, okay.
I was having a weekend with my mother. Was
Are you in a
scarred.
tent?
Yeah.
Ava said to me, she's thinking about going glamping. And I said, where are you going glamping? She said, Vermont. And I said,
the difference between glamping is
it's
that.
basically a cabin.
Oh,
Right, okay. And she said, I'm going glamping. And I said, why don't you just go in a tent? She said, well, firstly, you know how I'm really outdoorsy? And I said, yes.
Yeah.
And she said, I don't like ticks. And I don't want to sleep on the ground. and I need to do my hair and my eyeliner.
Sounds like she needs a hotel.
Well, I was beginning to think, I'm not even sure that comes up as glamping. So anyway, so she's, I'm thinking, yeah, that's not kind of like what we're looking for, is it?
He just came in to slobber. Where are all your friends? Where is everybody else?
It's very sweet. There's all these branches down there, and there's a sort of big tree stump, and you know, there's something living in it.
Oh,
because all 4 of them gather round.
Oh, here he comes.
Yeah. And they stand and they intently look in amongst all these dead branches on the ground, and they just stand with their tails wagging like crazy. They're all excited and but very gentle. You know, they're not taking the pile of branches. Maybe I'll be like that.
There he is.
Yes, he's in there. And they just stand there and they do a really good job.
Block Island is in Rhode Island. Oh, I can see.
I
can see questions behind us.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad you can, because I'm totally useless at this. That's nonsense. So the house dogs are doing really well.
Yeah, they seem to be fine without.
Haven't lost anything.
But Pastor's a little needy. I came to visit today, and he's very needy today because he's a little bored. But yeah, the dogs are probably bored because they haven't gone to any nursing homes or done anything.
They haven't done anything.
They haven't been out. Although Larky got loose today.
What?
Larky got loose for a little while. He came down to help. With the gardening project.
It's not really getting loose. That was just he popped across the road to see what everybody was up to.
Yeah, to see why I was out gardening.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, is it not a bit cold for you today?
Right. So the nightclub. What else? What was the cow thing?
Oh, she went to see Sandy's neighbours have Highland cows, but they took cornbread with them in the golf cart.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the cows obviously are expecting this cornbread, and we're like, hello, enormous horns out to here, and there's a fantastic picture of your mum going, trying to avoid the horns.
But she's not coming home with them.
With a cow, not that I'm aware of, but then again, one never can tell. And then they went out in a boat, and all I've heard is that, no, I can't do mail call, I'm out in a boat, but I have got a life preserver on.
Okay. I wonder when the last time my mother was on a boat.
Oh, she said she doesn't like floating things.
Okay. That probably was Block Island Ferry was last. Yeah. He's probably throwing up over the side right now.
So, and then last night, I don't know what she did. Was it a barbecue? They had down at Northeast K9. They had burgers. I think Steve made the burgers.
Okay.
And Megan made fresh potato salad. She'll be expecting us to cook or something like that, which is a worry. Which is never fun. And so I think she had a nice meal last night. Goodness knows what she's doing tonight. And then we'll maybe hear from her in the morning. She'll send us a missive in the morning, so we know that she's still alive. And we'll take it from there. Have we had any shenanigans on the farm? I don't think there's ever a day when we don't have shenanigans.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to go ride over at Meredith after this.
What are you going to ride?
I'm going to ride
Roman.
Yes.
It was like, I think you nearly said Chester there.
I know I said Chester, but no,
I was like, jolly good.
I need to be supervised if I do that.
Yes, exactly.
So I was going to ride Roman because Roman has a home, I believe, with Christine. But I never, I haven't really ridden him much just by myself. So I want to make sure he's 100%. I rode him with Wallace. Was that Saturday? Yeah, we all went out riding on Saturday, test driving all the new horses.
For safety.
Roman was perfect, so I want to go try and pull him out of the field, throw a saddle on him, and see if he throws me off. I think he'll be fine.
Roman was one of the horses that Wallace was training in the arena.
Yeah, he was here.
We're going to have to shout again. He was the chestnut.
The little chestnut one.
Andalusian, wasn't he? Andalusian. I say it a different way.
Yeah, you say it wrong, and then I can't stop saying it wrong.
I know, and then I can't work out which is the right way. So anyway, he's the Spanish riding horse.
Okay.
So he's very attractive. He's actually a really nice.
He's a really nice
full
horse,
of personality.
Yeah.
So he's hopefully got a lovely home, which would be fantastic.
Yeah.
And Chester is
doing really well
with Miss Momo.
Oh yeah.
He is over the moon. Gabby we brought here on Saturday because she has been cast aside.
Yes.
Poor little Miss Gabby is normally Chester's biggest and bestest supporter.
Yeah.
He's enormous and she's tiny. And then Miss Momo leaves for 3 weeks, comes back, and he's
And
like,
she-
I love you.
Yeah.
And he ignores her.
And they've been scratching each other all
And
day.
they've been
Yeah, Mo is now 35. I'm guessing
Uh-huh,
she's probably
she's
35
35.
years old. So she needs the green grass.
Oh.
We're having a tough time keeping weight on her.
And it's actually, you know, it's not from lack of feeding, because we have her in a very specific feeding program.
Yeah.
It's muscle tone.
Yeah,
Because she's not skinny over her ribs. It's her hips, her hip bones come out.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for that to happen. But it's age and lack of strenuous exercise, really. So we try hard with her.
Yeah.
And she does eat. She does enjoy private dining. She doesn't do shared dining. She doesn't do supervised dining. It has to be in the barn with the door closed and no other animals. Because she doesn't like pressure when she's eating. So it actually takes her about 45 minutes some days to eat.
She feeds the special meals at night. I do the general hauling of hay in the morning. Yes. Everybody gets lots and lots of hay, and then she does all the
vitamins, minerals, and supplementation.
So
Miss Momo, and it's not her teeth, because her teeth are good. She just likes to take a long time overeating. So she's been very well looked after. We'll obviously have to get out the shop vac because she's hairy as all.
Yeah, as the mules get older, they tend to
do
not lose their coat as easy as others.
But she's super. So she's all organised. So she is back on Meredith with Chester, and I think she should probably stay there for the time being. Out of Chester would be gutted if she left again. Our pregnant lady's not looking like she's going to be doing anything exciting soon.
Well, we have two. The bigger donkey is pregnant. Not the brown one, the lighter. What's her name?
Winnie.
Winnie. She's really sweet. She's pregnant, or she appears pregnant. And the other one, she's not. She's bagged, but not like.
No.
It's not changing. It's pretty. So I'm guessing it's another couple weeks.
Where's your sister?
Well, hello, Gwen.
Oh.
Gwen should be here with Bill Call.
You know, we should be able to patch people in. She could do tomorrow. She could be our special guest for tomorrow.
Yeah, well, I don't know how to patch any. I barely figure out.
I don't know, but I think that lingo sounds good.
Okay, so where's Nick? Why can't Nick? Can he put that other camera up?
Yes, you know, I think he probably could.
I'm looking over there where it should be going. Yeah, let's get Nick to put that camera up. Is he around today, or is he?
No, he's doing chores with the children. He's picking them up from work. You know,
I
go to work. My parents pick up and drop off.
Okay,
that's them just back home.
So we got to get that. We have to get that hooked up this week,
and
then we'll be able to use that. And if we have a special mail call, then we can.
Yes.
I wonder if we could do a mail call from a remote location. We could do one.
Oh, we sure could.
Yeah.
As long as we can get on whatever is that 5G?
5G, yeah. Can we do that over at the? Yeah, we're gonna discuss where we could do a mail call tomorrow.
There's actually lots of interesting places here.
Yeah, you guys have any suggestions that you want to see right around here? We could go to like the clam box.
That would be for interest only. Obviously.
Yes, obviously. Yeah.
In fact, we should put up our own suggestions. We could be on a winner here, Janine.
Yeah.
That was a great idea. Sorry, Gwen. We'll put her on the back burner for another day.
We could do a tour of Meredith tomorrow.
We could. We'd have to ask.
Yeah, we'd have to ask.
There's nothing. In fact,
because they're haying out at Meredith too.
Oh, they sure are.
Yeah, they had the big cutters out there today.
Yeah.
And the one thing that you find out about days like Memorial Day when you get that bonus Monday is all of the workers are still out there. They were haying today. I'm feeding. Elizabeth's out here mucking, and so's Kate and.
I wasn't mucking. I was brushing.
Well,
that was
doing?
great.
Yeah,
that was really nice.
Yes.
But the other thing is, somebody was asking here if we could see where Carlene was going to down the hill.
Oh, yes, yeah.
We could probably do the outside. And Mike and Carly live upstairs,
right?
So we wouldn't go up and see them.
Yeah.
And I'm not. I don't know how are we fixed for that?
For going
to see, we could see the outside.
Yeah, you could only see the outside because that's where there's offices in there, and I don't think we're allowed in those offices yet.
No, that's
yeah.
We could look at the outside of it.
Yeah.
And we'll ask Emily about a tour of Merida.
Yeah, we'll ask Emily because that would be fun.
Just purely because they've got their own website. I don't want to be doing a tour for something other than their own website. They'll be like, this lot's stealing our thunder.
Well, we could get one of the gators.
Oh, I know.
Drive around. As long as we get
the slow one, not the one that goes like that. You know, the one that you jump.
They all do that when you drive them. I don't. There's no slow one and fast one. They're all the same machine. It's just when you drive them.
Oh right. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought that was
the only person who's the worst driver is your daughter.
She's really bad.
She's really bad.
Actually, no. Your mother's the worst. She's so super fast. We need seatbelts and 5-point harnesses and a crash helmet.
Oh, she's not good on the road.
And she corners as well.
You know, when she's talking and she's upset about something, she tends to, like, I'll look over and I'm like, Mom, you're going 40 in a 20-mile-an-hour because she's mad. But then when she's like nice and relaxed,
she's going 20
in a 40, and I look in the mirror and there's like 30 cars behind us queued up. And she literally, when we're driving to Meredith, because I try to entertain, the real problem of everything that's been happening is my mother it's impossible. She can't do nothing.
No.
So I have my own life. I have a job. I don't live here. I got stuff going on. I run Equine Rescue Network with Elizabeth. But now that she doesn't have as much to do, she calls me every morning, like, what's going on today? And I'm like, well, I'm going to work.
Well, we're busy.
Yeah, and so she wants to come to Meredith, and I bring her coffee in the morning.
Yes.
So she wants to get more and more involved in ERN, and she needs something to do. God,
yes, which is why we're very grateful for Judy.
Very grateful.
Very grateful for
very
Judy.
Grateful.
And they do the most wonderful trips to all these homes and centres.
And thank God it's great for the people in the senior centres and the veterans.
And it's great
it's great for us because we don't have to. And I don't know, somehow you've shared the responsibility of keeping my mother busy, but without her being busy, she just gets into trouble.
Well, she's welding things.
And she's welding things, yeah.
So, which actually could be quite handy, although I have a veteran who has done an absolutely phenomenal job with welding.
The new
grid. What's it called?
It'll be a grid.
In the barn.
In the barn,
which is
so you
lovely.
can see that other stall.
Yeah.
It really opens it up quite a bit. So
I know.
Nice.
It's breezy.
Yeah, we had a veteran that did that.
Yeah.
Elizabeth has been kind of queuing up veterans and working with veterans so that they'll be part of Crazy Acres at some point in the future.
Yeah. And
it's nice because, what I know of veterans, and I know quite a few of them, they like a project, and my mother likes to be involved in projects. So, and God knows, having animals and a farm, there's never it's never without projects that need to get done.
No, it's not. And there's, we've actually, even going round today, we were looking at things, we're saying, wouldn't this just be wonderful? And
if
let's
just
do this,
move that gigantic pile of
and then
brush.
Hammer a few things in, and we're ready to go. And we're like, and then
put a new post right here.
Yeah, and we could probably actually build a shelter. We're like,
yes, fantastic,
great plans.
Yeah.
But the beautiful thing is, we've actually been in discussion with a veterans group and somebody who does veteran retreats, and it's lovely because I think what we've come to, well, you obviously knew this, but I've come to realise that this place is like central for access to Willowdale State Fair.
Right. Willowdale's that way.
Right. See, this is why people
there is
direction.
Another project is the trail out the back of the A field that
we're going to open up.
A couple of years ago, we cut a trail where we were doing the donkey walks, so you could walk right out and get out to the Willowdale. And there's a really nice loop.
Yes.
And it was good for a little while. We were, this was back in the day, they were taking the service dogs out to get some exercise in the loops in Willowdale. Yes. So we have to cut, that trail's overgrown.
Yes.
And now that I've got these master skills with the clippers,
well, yeah,
I've demonstrated
today. See, there's an upside to everything.
Yeah, but it's kind of a long trail, so it would take us, you and I, a long time.
Or the goats.
Or the goats.
So they go missing, they'd go
Yeah,
AWOL. They'd only eat the poison ivy, and then we'd be drawing lots to who was going to catch them.
You know what would happen is they'd go out there and eat all the poison ivy and get really fat, and the coyotes would then farm them.
Get the goats.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be awful. That would be terrible.
That would be full circle.
Yeah. So what actually came out of this discussion, because we've been having a few discussions with veterans groups, and is that, where is it? Willowdale, and then Bradley Palmer.
Yeah, Willowdale attaches over to Bradley Palmer.
Yeah, I knew that. Bradley Palmer over there, and then there's something else. There's something else it joins onto. It's a phenomenal, whatever it is, there's a phenomenal amount of wildland and trekking, and there's a phenomenal gentleman who works very closely, he's a veteran himself, and he works very closely, and what he wants to do is wilderness retreats.
Oh, yeah. And so you can't camp. You can't,
No.
He wants to camp, or have his veterans camp, and you can't camp in Willowdale, but
No.
you could camp on our property, and then go out the back.
Although-
Because out of the way back of the A field,
Yes.
is a nice little flat area. That would be fun
Yes.
to camp. And not that I would camp. Maybe your daughter would camp there.
Absolutely not.
Glamping. She could come here and blow dry her hair and do her and then go back out in the back.
That just wouldn't
that's
work.
a great idea.
Yeah, that's so not what she was talking about. But that was I'm trying to get my bearings. I'm so lost here. But that's a phenomenal exercise for what's coming. But one of the gentlemen, and I thought this was just really lovely, something that's, I don't know if this is popular all through the United States, is goat yoga. And he said that the veterans, they very much benefit from yoga. And somebody said, goat yoga, and I'm thinking, not our goats.
Our goats are too fat.
Well, no, they'd eat your hair.
Well, I think they do it with baby goats.
Yeah, these are not baby goats.
Yeah, I don't think you want these guys.
No.
I mean, they'd be happy to climb all over you.
Well, you wouldn't get them back off.
They're so
They'd
fat,
have you
so
flat
heavy.
in the ground, standing on your back, and they'd eat your hair.
Yeah.
So I don't think goat yoga is the best. We don't have the best.
We have to figure out how to repurpose the goats in another way.
Yeah, I know.
And the two sets of goats, one set of goats will not do any trimming.
No,
They're
those
green
white
goats.
goats. There's something. Our white goats are defective. I don't know whether or not we've got very fussy goats, but since we've had those 4 rescue goats in, they eat everything. Anything.
They would have eaten all that rhubarb. We should have just put them down
They
there.
might have died. So we're not taking those risks, but they're phenomenal. They just go in and they clear an area. So we're trying to work out how to make up a portable fence so we can use them for clearing. And then
There's a business that is called
goats
Goats
to
to
go.
Go.
Your mum knows the man.
Oh yeah.
But they use baby Nigerian. Ours are baby Nigerian, but ours are enormous.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I think ours are quite old.
I'm not a goat expert. When I got those white goats, I actually looked underneath when I got them, and I was like, oh my god, they thought they were girl goats.
Yeah.
And it turned out what I was looking, I thought they were girl goats with udders.
Yeah.
But underneath there weren't udders.
No, because they were testicles, Janine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was awful.
Yes.
So then we had to get all of them.
Rubber banded, because that's how you geld goats. Yeah.
I guess
That's probably why they're a bit off. They're a bit shocked. Anyway, so they don't eat anything other than hay and grass. They're so fussy.
Yeah.
And but these 4 goats, they're phenomenal.
Yeah, that whole area that they're in is cleaned out. So we did have to work on that fence a little bit.
Yeah.
Pretty it up.
And
we have a lot of white fence left that we're gonna. Again, that's another project we're gonna continue on. The owner of Meredith he replaced all the white fencing, which is beautiful fencing, with like the Kentucky style dark fencing. So he donated it all to ERN. So we took it. We've been just sprinkling it everywhere. It really does make the place look nice. It does, especially when you clean it.
Yes,
yeah,
there is that. There is that.
So and it never. I mean, it's plastic. So, but the only problem is it's not. You got to have wire on the inside.
Do you know what I found in your mum's basement?
What?
A pressure washer.
Oh, you'll find it.
No. That's what you do these fences with.
Oh.
But then I said to her, "Is that your pressure washer?" And she said, "Yep, I think it is." And I was like, "Are you sure?" And she went, "Yep, yes." And I went, "Excellent." She said, "It'll strip the paint off your car."
Oh.
So it might be a bit of a pressure washer.
Yeah,
so we might have to test it out just in case we either take
well,
our
she
toes
came
off
up with some group of men that were from some.
She picked them up in Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, they needed to do community service.
Yeah.
So.
I know, poor men.
So I don't know. So they came and washed the fence and fixed a bunch of stuff. It was fantastic.
And then they ran away and they've not been back since.
Probably scared them off.
So we'll have to see if she can communicate with them again. And
yeah.
There's just lots of fiddly little bits and pieces, and it's really difficult because you'd really like to do them.
Yeah.
It's just you realise that you haven't quite got enough number of hours
in the day. Yeah. And then you get like sidelined with some emergency project
or an animal says I'd like scratched here,
right?
And if you could go down,
yeah, we do need more. We do need more people to just come and scratch these animals because I lose a lot of time every day. Just you go down there and everybody wants, and they're a good safe group. So the good safe group over here at Crazy Acres. So if people come here,
we have two ladies who I need to contact again once we get ready going with the donkey.
Yeah, we're going to have to do
racing.
We got to start getting that.
And then we should be able to coordinate that a bit better.
Yeah.
Once we get a bit of clarity, I think we can maybe work out where we can go, how we can get there, and what to do.
Yeah. And that's September 29th is the Donkey Derby.
I know. And I've said to Jasper, I said we're on a timeline, Jasper, and he's like, oh, not feeling it.
Yeah.
So sorry.
He's really fat.
Yeah.
Really
well, he's not. Well, yeah, he is actually a bit fat, but he has no grain. He only has a limited amount of grass. In fact, it's more dust and hay. And I honestly, I just cannot, for the life of me, work out why he's that size.
Yeah, yeah.
And he poops all the time.
Yeah, donkeys don't. They get fat on air once they're a good weight.
Oh, he's definitely a good weight. and it's actually such a shame because.
Do we have questions?
Yeah, we do. Is there still a light in the barn? It used to be on overnight.
Oh, what happened to that light?
I think somebody switches it off.
Okay.
If it's not on, it's off. But
I will go down there tonight and check it.
We don't need it
there tonight
because the light it actually casts yellow.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's really funny. I think one of the jobs we need to do, just one of these other wee little on the list, is in Lincoln's stall. The light bulb is not there.
Okay,
so it's not there. But the other two are old and they glow yellow.
I found some light bulbs in the cabin, so maybe I'll get some light bulbs.
Yeah,
and I'll do that.
But the nighttime thing on the camera puts it to black and white, and it's got night vision, which is actually super because the clarity is amazing.
Yeah, it is.
You can see the veins rippling and everything. It's like.
I was thinking that we might not even turn the camera and leave the camera outside because they're not quite at the point where we should be doing a baby watch, but you never know. But I don't think she's going to have a baby right now.
No, and I quite like them coming and going because it's kind of hot in that barn.
Yeah.
So they'll wander and then we can work out what's going on. And there was somebody else. Do you know we haven't opened any mail? We're actually failing at this.
You start ERN. I started ERN, yes.
And it's still going.
And it's still going. I started that probably in 2009. So. Mm-hmm. A long time ago, and Elizabeth is now because I work full time. I have a job, and it's not ERN. So Elizabeth has really taken over quite a bit because I don't know if I would be able to because I started ERN when I was in higher ed. Totally. Now I work 40 hours a week for a real company that expects me to be there.
Expects time in.
I know. Tear them. So, and just about the time I was transitioning back into industry, Elizabeth came along. So really, I think of her as the CEO, and are you the president?
No, you're the president because you do all the fundraising.
Yes, I'm the president because I do all the fundraising, and kind of she does all the day-to-day operations, which is fantastic. So you're, so
it works well.
It works well. We have a board.
We do,
but it's we have volunteers, but we just kind of. We have a core group of volunteers that doesn't really change over.
No,
it's the same people.
We've had those same.
We probably run ERN with 10 people.
Yep, we've had the same volunteers for nearly 2 years
and
now.
They're like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, just committed.
Yeah, and if there's anything extra, you find that they turn up.
Yeah.
And it's like funny things because it actually runs so beautifully because Pam and Coral popped up one day and there'd been a double delivery of hay. I was like, oh my God, I don't know how, 92 in one delivery and 87 the other.
Geez.
And then they just popped up. They're like, hi, we brought the truck. And I'm like, oh, thank goodness.
Yeah.
So there's just so many people.
We should get a couple more, like, because I'm, maybe starting to spend a little bit more time. Once we get things here stabilized, I might spend a little bit more time in South Carolina, especially when it gets cold. I'd like to have some more. And we need more volunteers here to scratch donkeys.
Yeah.
Because
I'd like them out walking as well.
Yeah, and we're going to need that too.
Because, so the animals that came over, we actually have had, they're not recent animals apart from 2 really, 3. They're not, because we've had Betty a long time, we've had Gabby for a long time. Gabby was actually our bonus horse. We got a bit of a shock during with Gabby. With Gabby, we had a horse in the barn, and the horse in the barn had throat surgery, and we were taking really great care of him. And then I turned up and I thought, I don't know why that horse is out in the paddock running around, and I'm thinking that horse should not. I brought him in, and you were like, what was he doing? And I'm like, I didn't put him out, you didn't put him out. We're like, we have no idea how the horse got in the paddock. And we were all flustered, and I said, anyway, I got this text about, that donkey we've got coming in, and it was somebody who, the donkey had been with us at some point, and it was coming back. I said, I think there's a bonus something or other coming with it. And you were like, a what? And I'm like, it's something, it's a bonus. Yeah. And I'm like, excellent. So we opened the trailer, and we were like,
and there's the bonus.
Tiny. Yeah. So that was Miss Gabby.
And she has gone on a few community services. She's really good.
She's absolutely super. Yeah. We take her to the Tomato Festival in Topsfield.
And she's gone to a bunch of different...
She does the veterans events.
Yeah, veterans events.
She's just so super. She takes no nonsense, but she's very gentle with people. Yeah. And she's easy to transport.
She's just not gentle with other mules that try to steal her dinner.
She's very sensible, that's how she keeps her, she'd probably lose weight. Anyway, and then Coral and Pam had actually measured her, and they said she actually fits in the back seat of a truck.
Which is not my truck.
Not your truck, not mine. I think it was theirs. So we have to frisk them every time they leave, just in case they're taking a friend. So she's been absolutely super. So we have had her, I think we've had her nearly 2 years.
God, time is flying by. Someone asked about Karen. Yes, Karen is still around. She had
she had a terrible
operation on her elbow. So she has not been feeding, but she comes and scratches animals when she can, and I think she's better. I know she wants to come to mail call.
So we've asked her to come to mail call, and the problem is she's actually vacationing in Maine because it was her birthday weekend this weekend. That's fine. I mean, some people just priorities sometimes just lose. Anyway, she's having a fantastic time in Maine, which is lovely and very well deserved. But she will come and join Mail Call, and she's bringing a really lovely lady who is going to come and volunteer for us called Lisa.
Okay. And
she and Lisa, I think the discussion is once Karen returned to work after recuperating from her operation, and I think has gone back to work with an absolute bang, and it's busy, and she's.
But she does come by and visit my mother.
She comes by. She brings her mother curry. Seriously. In fact, she brought me curry the other day as well. I said, I can't possibly. Ooh, that's nice. A little afternoon curry doesn't go amiss. So Karen, I'm hoping the suggestion is that she will come on a Monday and a Friday to here with Lisa.
Oh, okay. Oh, that'd be awesome.
Which would be absolutely super. Break. So it gives Carly some respite.
Yeah, she does. Carly's 7 days a week, unfortunately.
Yeah, and can't get rid of us because we keep popping up going, morning, Carly.
We come to help Carly in the morning sometimes.
or hinder, which
I'm not sure which one it is, but
poor woman.
Yeah,
she's probably like, oh god, they're back. So that is really exciting in that we hope that she's going to be here when she has time with her friend Lisa more regularly. So that.
And then we also have another volunteer, Christine, who I went to
school with.
I went to school with in Lynnfield, Massachusetts, when I was in elementary school, and she volunteers. She's the one that's taking Roman, so she's helpful. And yes,
so that's super.
Yeah.
And we've got
you've got your people that come and massage the horses.
Yeah. There's a wonderful massage lady called Heather Reed. She's actually supposed to be coming on Wednesday, if that's the 31st, to massage Miss Momo, but we need to vacuum her first because, quite frankly, she's fluffy as anything and she'll not get her hands through. Get stuck.
Yeah.
She does the most wonderful job with...
Elizabeth will vacuum Mo, but she won't vacuum her house, by the way.
Yeah, I know. We've got to get your priorities quite right. And she's wonderful. She's worked with Susie, who's a brown and white paint that we have, who has mobility problems.
She has some neurological. She had
oh
an
my
accident.
gosh, yeah. And the difference in her ease of movement. But Momo, when she's massaged, it's the funniest thing. You know, they very often, if they're releasing pressure or tension, they yawn. No, Momo stands there and chatters her teeth the whole time, and she just stands there, and it's like her teeth chatter. It's the funniest thing. So I'm hoping to be able to either the service at Meredith isn't very good, the internet service, so I might have to video it. So I'm going to try and video some of it. Yeah. But then Momo, I took her out to the paddock, and the next thing is she just trotted off. And it was the smoothest trot I've ever seen in my life. She is. Yeah. It's just so lovely to see. It's amazing. And we have a really super lady who comes on a Friday afternoon. She comes and helps on a Friday, Heather.
And that's the other Heather. She washes all the buckets.
No, that's...
and we have Edwin coming back.
Edwin's coming on a Wednesday, and Edwin just keeps us kind of tidy, doesn't he?
Edwin comes and cleans the barn and the tack room. And like folds all, just night,
I think he probably comes and goes, oh, I've been away too long. I'm sorry, Edwin. Edwin. Yeah. So we have Heather who comes on a Friday, and she helps pick the paddocks, and we do the barns, and we do the horses, and when we get the time, we take the donkeys out, and that's just absolutely super. And we have a bit of a computer whiz.
Oh, that's
She's absolutely fantastic. She comes on a Thursday, and she's just wonderful. And she has been making our website, and she's pushing water up a hill really, because she's trying to explain to me how things work in computer land, and it's I'm sorry, but I probably rely on her far more than she wants to know. It's so. We just appreciate everybody who comes and gives their time, and but it's a nice thing to do. I mean, well, especially when it's not raining.
All right. Do we have any more questions before we go?
Open the blinking mail.
Can you video the messages for us, please? Massages.
Oh yes, messages. We were like, did we not? We have to do the mail thing.
Look, you can mail.
No, your mum said open it because look.
We're way over time.
Oh no. Yes. You chatting all the time, Janine.
Yeah, we still have. Well, people are still watching.
This is from a. I can't even read that. I'm so sorry. Victoria. Am I not cutting that bit? Okay. Oh. This is. Can you read that lady's name?
I'm going to laugh. Oh, let's see.
Yes. Are these your?
Well, no, I've got my contacts in, so I can't read it.
Wait, there's lots of glasses
in the middle.
Oh,
this goes in the.
Oh my God, whose are these?
This goes in the fun fund.
The fun fund is over here, so we put that in there. Thank you very much.
It says, hold it before you put that in.
All right.
You have done so much, and so many people. Happy Memorial Day for the fun fund.
Thank you very much. Much appreciated.
And that is, I can't see it.
It says, is that Victoria's? And we need glasses. Is your mum got glasses?
Yeah, here's glasses.
Are they your glasses?
Yeah, but I already have contacts in, which are for. So if I put these in, I just.
Oh, Specht.
Oh, Victoria.
Yes, Victoria
Specht. Yes.
Thank you so very much.
Mesa, Arizona.
Thank you so very much.
Oh, these I can almost see things.
I can't see a thing with these. I'm going to keep that card as well, because I'd like your mum to see it. Now. This is from Jan.
We're not seeing any of the new logos. We gotta get logos and T-shirts.
Maybe people will take a wee while to make logos for T-shirts. I'm not going to take me a while. There you go. Oh, it's a cool picture, I think. You're unaware.
Do they have comments?
Oh,
okay.
No.
If you don't have a solution, you should admire the problem.
Excellent. Well, yes, this is
If you don't have a solution, you should admire the problem.
Yes, may as well.
Yep. You should never have too many socks or friends. And,
Yeah.
Yeah, the secret of socks is buy them all the same color.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. You will find something you don't need at the price you can't resist.
Yeah, I know that one.
Oh. Fun.
Oh, thank you very much.
It didn't say to go
I
on
think
fun.
it does. Thank
Okay.
you very much. Now I need to open this because we know what this is.
What is that?
We're not telling you if you can't remember. Honestly.
Oh, I think I remember that.
Oh, look, I've got this. Look at this thing. Oh, actually it goes that way. How lethal is
Yeah,
that?
you should take that out. Someone
I've
should
not got glasses on either.
Just get my fingers out of there.
That's a ceramic one. That's very sharp.
Oh my god, why do they put packages inside of packages?
Oh, I don't know.
That's heavy.
Oh my golly. Right, okay. Watch this everything.
Okay, I gotta take these glasses off.
Ah! Oh, pasta. Hello, Daddy.
Ah! No, you heard the bag.
Oh,
You
heard
need
the
the
bag.
box. You need the box.
Oh, you want the box, darling?
Here you go, honey bunny. Oh, he likes the box. Oh, and he wants a cookie.
There's cookies.
Cookies.
They're vegetarian. You don't want them. Thank you so very much. These have Miss
He's
Moon's.
such a good boy. Look at him. Just sit here.
He's a nice boy.
He wants a cookie. He wants his cookie. I gave him a cookie earlier.
You know what the cookie? Oh, you just give him these small bones.
Yeah, I gave him a cookie earlier.
Crikey.
Is Carly going to feed the dogs tonight, or are we supposed to do that too? Is that
Oh,
on?
Carly has fed the dogs
Oh,
tonight.
okay.
She has gone out for her father's dinner, which is just lovely.
Okay.
Let me check this. Can you read this? The chickens are doing really well.
Yeah.
Really well. And the puppies are doing fine without Carlene
And
at the moment.
Pass is the best one.
Although I'm quite sure we're probably missing her. The dogs are down on the A field. They come in exhausted and then they sleep all night, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
And that's just what we need at this time of day, really, isn't it? And yes, I'm not sure who this lady is. This lady that's still with ERN. There's a lady that has been.
Great.
Bean. Oh, that's Tracy.
Tracy. Oh,
Tracy.
Yes,
Well,
Tracy.
she's actually
Right down the street.
She's actually right down the street from us. So not only does she have Bean, she has Pepper, and she also has Tony.
Tony, yeah.
Tony is Pepper's foal because Pepper came into us and she was a pregnant lady, and so she has the most beautiful. He must be a yearling now. He's absolutely gorgeous. So yes, so she is at a farm close by to us. But what she does, the farm that she keeps her animals at, actually has a big draft mule. What's that big draft mule called? Monty.
Monty, yeah.
Called Monty, and I cannot remember the other donkey's name. So she actually has a enormous herd of her own to look after.
Yeah.
I think pretty much
She
like
likes
by
these.
herself. He's a vegetarian dog then. So yes, so she still is, and she's doing well, and she's got a lovely herd in her life, which is wonderful. And
All right.
are you staying here until Carlene's home?
Yes, yes. She's home tomorrow. So, yes.
Yes, she is.
Yes.
And the dogs are actually just coming and going, and they seem. I mean, I'm sure they notice a difference, but they're all sleeping at night.
Yeah. Everything. They've gotten a lot of out time, and they're getting a lot of exercise. I'm sure they'll be excited to get back to work.
Probably like, could you go and do something different?
Yeah.
You lot are a bit samey.
Yeah, there's something down in the there's like a I don't know.
I think it's chipmunks.
I think they're hunting chipmunks then. They're very busy out there.
Yeah.
And Pus is just here, and he's being good. He likes those carrots. Yeah, he's a good doggy.
Do you know he's the only one that seems to miss the company? Everybody else is outside.
Do you know the funny thing is about him? They all go piling out, and Sizzle's always at the back, and it's Larky and Jimmy, and then he desperately is trying to keep up.
Oh.
And then when they come in, Sizzle comes in first. She's like, "Oh, thank goodness, is it dinner time?" So she comes in, and then you call the boys, and the two big dogs come in. They're like, "Yeah, we got this," and you're like, "Where's Pasta?" And you just see the little dot round the airfield, and he's just exhausted, and he's just trying to keep up and get up the hill. So he's really super. So we're having good fun with them.
Okay.
I think we are. Carlene is having a great time.
Yes.
And she better come back. She better not do an extended stay.
Yeah, really. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so we'll see. I guess we're on for tomorrow.
Yes, we're on for tomorrow.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
It's Tuesday tomorrow as well, not Monday. Yeah, you've got to
Well, that's
remember
the
that.
only good thing because I only have to work 4 days.
Ah, yes, excellent. Okay, well,
All right. See everyone.
thank you so very much.
soon.
Oh, the sound's a problem. Good grief. What are we doing with sound?